Oh my gosh, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dylan, and today I have a new video about books for you. I'm really excited to talk about it. So I've seen this trend kind of going around on the booktubes, and there's a lot of people talking about like the 21 books that they want to read in 2021, and I thought this was a really cool idea. So I wanted to share my own thoughts and show you all the books that I want to read this year. Now obviously there are more books that I want to read this year. These are just one of the ones that I want to get to, and I'm more like a priority for me. I'm also very much a mood reader, so I'll probably just pick up whatever book I'm kind of feeling at the moment, but these are some of my most anticipated, and I just wanted to share them with you. So one genre that I have been struggling to get into recently is historical romance, and I have bought a lot of them recently, and I haven't really read any except for one that I really couldn't get into. So I really want to find a romance that I want to read and that will actually like. So I have a couple here that I really want to read. The first one is The Highwayman by Kerrigan Byrne. I have heard that Kerrigan Byrne's writing is very well done, and that she also writes a lot of like hard-hitting kind of darker stories, and I feel like I might like that more than the one that I tried earlier this year or last year and didn't really like. So I'm hoping this one will like scratch my itch. Obviously Highwaymen, it sounds fantastic. I just heard really great things about it, and I'm looking forward to it. It's also the first in the series. I have the first 3 books, so I hope I can get through the series this year. Another one I want to read is The Ray Kess by Scarlett Peckham. This one got a lot of buzz last year, and a lot of people really liked it, and I've always wanted to check it out. I'm very happy that I finally have it. This is also another kind of darker story. Kind of takes the trope of the rake and puts it, makes the rake a rakess, a woman instead, and it kind of discusses a lot of topics about like sexuality in women and women's rights, and I really want to check it out. It sounds really good, and I'm just looking forward to it. I've also heard this is kind of dark and kind of sad, but it does have a happily ever after, which is something that I really want to see in a historical romance or a romance in general, so I'm looking forward to this. It looks really good. Now, I also want to reread a couple of books in 2021. I've been wanting to reread books for a long time, and I just never got the chance to. Never brought myself to do it. The first one I want to reread is The Phantom Tollbooth by Norman Jester. This is one of my absolute favorite books as a kid, and I haven't read this in like 20 years. So I want to read it again and see if I still love it, see if I'm still in love with the story as much as I was. The illustrations are beautiful as well. I'm just looking forward to finally reading this again. And then I also want to reread one of my absolute favorite books of all time, The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. This is a beautiful 50th anniversary edition. It's beautiful. Cannot wait to read this again. I love this story, and honestly I could probably like recite you the story because I've read it so many times, but I haven't read it in a good while, like 5 years-ish. So I'm looking forward to reading this again and just remembering why I love reading. This is kind of the book that got me into reading, so I'm looking forward to it. And then the book I was really anticipating in 2019 that I never got to, and it's 2021 now, so what the hell am I doing, is I Wish You All the Best by Mason Deaver. This book has trans rep and non-binary rep, and I'm just looking really forward to reading it. I've heard such great things about this and the author, and I'm just looking forward to it. I've always wanted to read it, and I just haven't done it yet. And I don't know why. I honestly don't. I'm really excited to. Then I also picked a couple of horror novels that I've had in my possession for literally 6 years, and I never read them. I believe this came out in 2014. 2014, I remembered. This is Insanity by Susan Vaught, I'm sorry. This is about a young girl who enters a psychiatric hospital, and they encounter something creepy there, and that's all I really know about it. I believe it's about a girl. Is it a boy? Or a group of people? I don't know, but it's about people that find ghosts in an asylum, and I'm just looking forward to it. I've heard it's creepy, and it looks creepy, and I'm hoping to like it, so I will let you know what I thought of this. Another book that I heard a lot of buzz a long time ago is 172 Hours on the Moon. And I forget who wrote this. Who is this? This is by Johan Harstad. And this is a sci-fi horror novel about these kids who get sent into space, go to the moon, and find something inhuman there. And it's about their survival on the moon, and it sounds insane and crazy, and I'm looking forward to it. I've been intrigued by this book for so long, and just have never read it. It also is very, very interesting in the formatting. There's even, like, you know, censorship within the some of the words in the book. And I'm really, really curious. I'm really, really curious about this book. It looks great. The newest book I have gotten this year is Concrete Rose by Angie Thomas. This is the prequel to The Hate U Give, which I am reading right now and loving. I'm looking forward to reading this because I love Maverick. He is the father of the main character in The Hate U Give. Star. My brain is dead today. And I am just looking forward to it and reading about his story. I'm very, very, very happy to have this finally. And then I also recently acquired On the Come Up by Angie Thomas as well. I don't know a lot about this one. I'm kind of going in blind. I've heard it's really, really good though. I know it's not related to The Hate U Give. It's another story, I believe, about a rapper, a young teen rapper, and their struggles. So I'm very, very curious about it. I've heard really good things. So I'm going to read this and I'm really excited. Next we have a fantasy novel, which I don't really typically read fantasy that often, but we have Black Sun by Rebecca Rowanhorse. I've heard really, really good things about this story. It's gotten a lot of buzz, and look at the map. It is beautiful. I think I'm going to read this with Rachel, and possibly Leanne, maybe? I want to do the buddy read with my friends with this year, so we'll see how that happens. I'm hoping to like it. I'm kind of hit and miss with fantasy, so I want to like break out of my mold a little bit. Next we have Today, Tonight, and Tomorrow by Rachel Lynn Solomon. This is a contemporary romance that I am really looking forward to reading, and I've been wanting to read it since it came out because my friend Melissa loves this book, and I still haven't read it, but now I can, and I'm going to be reading it this year. Very, very excited. Next is a gift from Shay. She gave me this for my birthday, and I just totally forgot about it. I kind of threw it over there in the corner of my room and forgot about it. This is The House on the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. I have heard such good things about this book. A lot of people love this, and I am really, really looking forward to it. It looks beautiful. I know that it follows a man who is like a foster parent, and I personally am adopted, so I feel like I will really, really appreciate that aspect of the book, and I'm so excited. All I know is it's about a magical island, a dangerous task, and a burning secret, and that's all I need to know. I'm really, really curious about it. It looks great. A book that my friend Melissa gave me for Christmas is Well Met by Jen DeLuca. I have heard such great things about this book this past year. A lot of people love it, about this romance between these two people at a Renaissance fair, and it just looks fantastic and so fun, and I'm looking forward to it. It looks beautiful, so I'm going to read that this year. I also recently acquired this book. This is Look Both Ways by Jason Reynolds. He is one of my favorite authors now. I love him. The Long Way Down is one of my favorite books from last year, so I really want to read another one of his books, so I got this one. And this one is like about a bus crash and the people who are involved in it, and I'm just looking forward to it. It looks cool. Looks really interesting, and I love Jason Reynolds' writing. He's so lyrical and beautiful, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. Another birthday present, I believe. Yeah, I got this for my birthday from Shay. Conventionally Yours. This one's written by Annabeth Albert, and I've heard this is really, really good. It sounds like something I would love. It's basically about a male-male romance that takes place at a convention, which, hello, that is my aesthetic. I need it in my life, and it looks really, really cute. So it's also dual perspective between Alden and Conrad. So I love dual perspectives. That adds a little bit more to the romance for me, so I'm really, really excited. It looks really cute. One that I never got to last year, and I meant to, this is Darius the Great Deserves Better by Adib Karam. I loved Darius the Great Is Not Okay. Absolutely adored that book. And I'm looking forward to reading the sequel. I've heard kind of mixed things on it, but I'm still going to read it and try to enjoy it. So, yeah, I'm still going to read it. I don't even care. I want to read it. I love Adib's writing, so I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. Another book I meant to read in 2019 and I just never got to. I believe this was was this 2020 release? Hold on, I have to double check. Oh, this was last year. Okay. The other book I want to read this year is The Gravity of Us by Phil Stamper. I have heard such good things about this book, and I want to read more LGBT literature. I haven't read LGBT literature in so long, it feels like. Well, I read, like, a gay romance, but I feel like this is a little different. Anyway, Own Voices, LGBT literature, I mean. So I'm looking forward to reading this. It looks beautiful. I love this cover. It's stunning. And I'm just excited to read it. It's got a lot of buzz. A lot of authors love that book, so I'm looking forward to it. Another one I'm looking forward to is Axiom's End by Lindsay Ellis. This is a sci-fi novel written by the video essayist Lindsay Ellis, who I love. And it takes place in 2007. And it's about extraterrestrials, I believe. Possibly? Yes. And I'm just looking forward to it. It looks crazy, and I'm excited for it. Another recommendation from my friend Leanne. This is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. So excited to read this book. It looks stunning. It's a book that the author wrote in like 10 years, and that just is amazing to me. So I'm very, very, very curious. I've heard such good things, and it looks beautiful. So I'm definitely going to read this very, very soon. I promise. I'm going to read this very soon. And then the next book I want to read that I've been just sitting on for some reason is Cemetery Boys by Aidan Thomas. This is an Own Voices YA paranormal romance that features trans characters, and I'm just very, very excited. Very, very excited to read it. And it also involves a ghost as well, so I'm just really excited. Latinx, trans, ghost, supernatural, romance. I am so excited. I am so, so excited. And then the last book that I really want to read this year is another book that got a lot of buzz last year, and I have not read it yet, and I want to. It's Wolf Song by T.J. Klune. This is an Own Voices queer paranormal romance involving a tribe of wolves, or a colony of wolves. I don't know what you call them. I'm sorry. A family of wolves. And they're shape-shifting wolves who basically make their own family, and I'm just really, really excited. It looks so good, and I've heard such great things about it. I know it's going to wreck me, and I can't wait for it. I can't wait to be wrecked. So there you have it. Those are the 21 books I want to read this year, and I'm so, so excited to read all of them. I don't know which one I'm going to start with. Possibly On the Come Up, since I'm already reading The Hate U Give. I don't know, I might read Concrete Rose. I don't know, I'm not sure. I'll figure it out. If you've read any of these books, let me know what you thought of them in the comments below. Which one should I read first? Let me know your thoughts. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And please remember, for love of all that is gay, stay sexy.